Hello there, and welcome to second round on ImperfectlyMeCrafts.
What the hell was that?
I felt super dorky doing that, but okay. Hello and welcome to ImperfectlyMeCrafts. I'm Mallory, she's behind the camera. And we are here at Scorched Earth Brewing Company in Algonquin, Illinois, here to try the brews, check the views, and see what they offer for all of yous. If you haven't already, don't leave us untapped. Tap that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you never have to miss one of our brewery tours again. And, well, there's beer inside. Let's go! Let's go! I know, it's really cold too. I'm chilly, let's go inside. Without further ado, we are diving right into round one. So Chu picked this one out. I had nothing to do with it, so if it's terrible, it's all on him. Yes, it's not going to be terrible though. We've had several Scorched Earth beers in cans before, but this is our first time to the tap room, so this is super exciting and I can't wait to dive in. Our first one is called Hickster. This is an American cream ale, 4.8%. For those of you who haven't watched all of our other videos, know that cream ales are literally a Midwest staple now. Cream ale, Hickster. I'm excited to try it. Let's see how it smells. There's a hint of sweetness and something else, like a caramelized sweetness, I guess. All right, I don't know if that's gonna be in the flavor, but we're gonna dive in. Cheers everyone to our first beer at Scorched Earth Brewing Company. There is kind of a caramelized sweetness to it. Not as creamy as some cream ales that I've had, but very, very smooth. It has a dry finish without being bitter though. There's a dry finish on it for sure. It makes me want another sip immediately. But the bitterness does not attack at all. It's quite clean. We have had this one in a can.
Flagship maybe?
I think it's one of their flagships.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is good.
It is lovely.
It is more caramelly and a little creamy.
Yeah, but it dries. Do you feel that drying after?
Yeah, it makes me want to have another sip or two.
Our next one is called Flip Mode. Flip Mode, don't sweat the technique. 7.2% ABV, so this one's a biggie. New England Hazy IPA with El Dorado and Mosaic hops. I know why you picked it now. She loves Mosaic hops. So let's see how it smells. It smells vanilla, milk, lactose, and juice, fruit juice. It smells like a milkshake IPA actually. That's the scent I'm getting, is a milkshake. I'm smelling super lactose. I don't know that this has lactose in it, but I'm definitely smelling that. And the juice is tropical, not just citrus. There's citrus too, but there is a tropical bigness to this one. I'm looking forward to this one. Cheers, everyone. You get all the juice that I mentioned, the tropical, the citrus. You don't get a hop bite. It's gentle, smooth. The hop bite, again, is a drying effect rather than a sharp hop. And again, I want another sip almost immediately. The juice front is really smooth on this one. I get no lactose in the taste though. I smelled it, but I don't taste it. It's creamy as heck though, but not lactose.
See-through.
No, it's
not even up to the light.
Yeah, it's super hazy.
Okay, you know when you have a sour and you get that sour on the sides?
Yeah.
I'm getting that feel in the middle of my tongue after I drink it.
And I think that's just the tart juice involved. There is a juiciness that I could see as being a teensy bit tart.
I like this stuff.
Yeah, I think that's excellent. Low in carbonation, but I don't feel that's a problem with this one. I think it sits really nicely with the style. Our next one is called Perfect Crime. This is a Belgian style blonde, 5.5% ABV. I'm happy that we're trying a Belgian here, so that's always fun. And that is crystal clear.
As non-see-through the other one was, this one is the exact opposite.
You can see the camera. I see the camera. Okay, sorry. I got distracted. Squirrel. Sorry. All right, let's see how it smells. Yeasty sourdough, banana, clove, something tropical on the end too. Again, that's just the nose. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers, everyone. It's a crisp Hefeweizen. I get the banana, I get the clove, I get a little bit of cinnamon, I get a little bit of spice, but not too much. Then I have this breadiness and crackeriness, and then it closes like a cider. It closes with a little bit of tartness and just a sharp close. Not harsh, just quick. And then I breathe out and I taste Hefeweizen again. That's crazy. There are so many fun things happening.
Oh, yeah. It
like
smells like a Hefeweizen.
It's like a Hefeweizen cider. Like if you took a Hefeweizen and made it that, slightly tart cider close. It's not tart though.
Ooh.
But it's so fun.
So far, this is my favorite one.
I think it might
be. And I really
like
the first one, which is why we came here.
Yeah, the hipster is excellent.
Yeah.
It's a crisp, clean Hefeweizen.
Yeah, that is. I'll drink it all day, all night, all year.
All year for sure.
Yeah.
I would drink this at a campfire in the fall. I would drink this in the springtime at the beach. I would drink this anywhere.
And what's the ABV on that one? I'm guessing not too high.
The 5.5.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah.
That is definitely
for us, that's crushable.
That's definitely a day, afternoon, evening, 3 o'clock in the morning.
6 o'clock in the morning, whenever else. Our last beer of first round is going to be their Cinnamon Apple French Toast. The Cinnamon Apple French Toast is an imperial brown ale at 8.8%.
Yeah, baby.
It does contain milk sugar, it says. Cinnamon Apple French Toast, I think the name kind of says it all, though.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of orange juice in there.
A lot of orange juice.
Earth tones, piney.
Yep, resin, pine resin for sure. Let's see how it smells, shall we? It smells like cinnamon raisin bread, but apple instead of raisin. Like when you're walking through the bread aisle at the grocery store and you pass the cinnamon raisin bread and you smell it but you don't see it and you know it's there. It's that with apple.
Cinnamon apple bread.
Yeah, but you don't find that at the grocery store often. There's something else, a marshmallow vanilla quality. It snuck up on me there. Hold on. Chocolate. I just got a hint of chocolate too. And that could just be from the dark malts they used, but I got a hint of chocolate too. I'm ready to dive right in. Imperial Brown Ale, everyone. There were so many things that just happened to my face. Oh my God. When you first sip, you don't get any of the crazy flavors. It's stout, a teensy bit of bitter chocolate, a little bit of vanilla. That is followed by cinnamon. Hold on, there's a lot to unpack here. It's all in layers. The cinnamon hit, you breathe in, that's where the cinnamon hits. When you breathe out, the apple comes through, the nose and the back of the tongue are hit by the apple. And then there's something pastry-like afterwards, almost like you've taken a pastry and cooked it a little too long and the edges caramelized. That, like caramelized pastry dough on the end. I could sit for hours and just analyze this beer. You could take hours on this one beer.
Wow.
I know, the scent is giant anyway.
Yeah.
But the flavor, it's definitely layered.
I want a candle of the scent. My mind is not capable of describing it like you did. I just get, whoa.
If you like a really intricate, multi-layered, unusual style beer, if you like adjuncts, of course, because obviously there are some in this. There's no way they got all that without any adjunct.
This feels like a beer too that if you get it real cold, take a sip of it, and then as it warms up, the flavor profile, I believe, is going to change on you.
The temperature is 100% going to change on this one. On the back of every one of their glasses, it says, local beer tastes better. I agree, folks. Support your local breweries. These places are here for you. Be there for them.
For you, not your neighbor, for you.
It's the only way these places will stay open and keep bringing us such amazing things. That's why Chu and I are doing this. Go out there, give them support, and they'll support you a lot.
And great conversations always when you're actually at the brewery.
We have the best conversations with people at breweries. Brewery people are the best people. They just are. There's no question in my mind. at Scorched Earth Brewing Company. Super excited to talk with you. Thank you so much. And oh my gosh, what an amazing space you've created for people.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. So I have a couple questions.
Sure.
What brought you into the beer community and what got Scorched Earth started?
So Scorched Earth started before me. It started back in 2014. I am the single owner of Scorched Earth now. I purchased it about 9 months ago. And it was my desire to own my own business, passionate for craft beverage, kind of that combination, and finding this place for sale fairly close to my home was kind of like the perfect mix for me.
That's awesome. Were you a customer here first?
A little bit. Honestly, I started to become a customer when I was like doing due diligence on the place, and was super impressed by their beers. And we still have the same brewer today as back then. And so I quickly became a good customer as I was interested in buying.
That's amazing. I love that you saw how great they were and just wanted to be a part of it. I mean, I know a lot of our viewers are people who either homebrew or they're interested in homebrewing or they're interested in being involved in the brewing industry. And you're this great story of how someone did exactly what I kind of think we all want to do. It's such an amazing industry to be involved in. So.
Yeah, it's fascinating. And I probably took a different route. I came from more of like a corporate job. I did a tiny bit of probably like 20 plus years ago. And then as I became more serious,
second round, guys. More beer. Woohoo! All right, here we go. So our first one, actually several of these were recommended by folks who work here. Love it, always fun. And our first one is going to be their Oktoberfest, actually. So this is a German-style Marzen Lager, 6% ABV. That color is so pretty. Lovely caramel color. Let's see how it smells. I smell no sweetness. Usually when I smell a Marzen, I smell sweetness. I'm not getting any on the nose. There's maltiness, but not the sugar side of it. Diving right in. Cheers to second round, guys. Caramel, toffee, maltiness, a hint of sweet corn in the flavor. Unusual, not expected. I'm pretty sure they didn't use corn in this. There is sweetness in the flavor, though I didn't get it on the nose. It still has a dry finish. I've noticed a lot of the beers here have a dry finish. I kind of love this style though. Marzen's one of my favorite beer styles of all time. This one's not overly sweet. It's not crazy over the top sugars. Because so often a Marzen is all sugar, you know? There's a hint of spice to it, not crazy, just barely there, edge of your periphery kind of spice.
It took me 5 sips to figure that out.
It took it most of the beer is what it did. Seriously, this is what I live with all the time. Number 2 is called Exiled Angel. Again, they insisted we had to try this one. This is a Belgian style Golden Strong. It's a 7.5%. I love Belgian styles, so I'm very excited to check this out. Let's see how it smells.
So Exiled Angel, that'd be like a fallen angel, right?
Yes. It smells a lot like the Flip Mode, the one that wasn't a Hefeweizen, but it smelled like one. It smells a bit like that, but way understated, like barely there scent. I get a teensy bit of banana. I get some other fruit, pear, and toffee sweetness. Diving in. Cheers, everyone. Oh, that's big pear, but not sour. It's not tart. It's not cidery. It tastes like a golden ale that has been flavored with pear. I'm assuming that's the esters from the yeast they used, but that is really, really nice. So drinkable, so smooth. It comes across as a wit beer or a Hefeweizen in that smoothness, but with straight up pear as the fruit.
Smoother.
Yeah.
Like
It's really
the other
smooth.
beers we had there, they had different layers, and it's like bam this layer, bam this layer. This is more
Gradual.
faded or
Yeah.
gradual. Yeah.
What was the ABV on that one? Exile Angel. It was a 7.5. It did not
Whoa,
taste
that
like a
did not-
7.5.
Yeah,
It tasted like a 5.
like a 5.7.
Oh, that's a dangerous one. That's a lot higher percentage than you think you're getting. Whew.
That's more bang for your buck then.
Oh yeah, for sure. Next one, also recommended by the staff, is the Crypt Keeper Imperial Pumpkin Porter. They heard us talking about liking pumpkin beers. I was talking about a couple other breweries, their pumpkin beers this year. They said you have to try ours. So first of all, Crypt Keeper, great name. Anyone who remembers those movies, post it, because oh my gosh. Not movies, it was a TV show.
Tales from the
Crypt. Yeah, anyone remembering that show, and his laugh rocked everything. I love it. Anyway, Imperial Pumpkin Porter, this is 8.3%, and it is black as night. I'm seeing no light through there.
Yeah, motor oil color.
Ooh. It's all cinnamon and pumpkin. It smells like a pumpkin pie that was left in the oven about 5 minutes too long. There's caramelized notes to the sweetness. Burnt sugar, pumpkin, and cinnamon with a little bit of clove and allspice. That's what I'm getting on the nose. That's just Thanksgiving in a cup right there. I'm excited to dive in. Cheers, everyone. That is huge. That is huge. All those things I said for the nose are in the flavor, but it has a bittering stout finish almost, like a dry stout finish. I might have found one of my favorite pumpkin beers of all time just now. And usually I like the lighter pumpkin beers that are straight up pumpkin, like not pumpkin pie. This one's pumpkin pie, but it's caramelized, just a little bit burnt pumpkin pie, and oh my god, that's amazing. He just got there. The caramelized sugar, like the crust is just a little too brown.
Yeah, and it's not overpowering on the pumpkin.
No,
you get the
it's
pumpkin
not.
flavor, but it's not like, okay, this is a pumpkin ale and that's all I am.
That's
or
right.
pumpkin
A lot of
stout.
pumpkin beers will just like, you know, they slap you in the face with pumpkin. This is gentle, but it's big. It's so crazy. He's gonna finish that whole darn thing before I ever get another sip. He's almost done with it.
What's the ABV on that one?
8.3.
Oh my god.
I know, that'll knock us off our chairs too. We gotta be careful.
I'll get the lift now.
I know, we gotta get a lift home. The last one in the second round is called Day Old Donuts. This one was also recommended by the folks here. It is a Bavarian cream milk stout. It contains milk sugar. It's a 5.8%, and they insisted, this was the first one they said, no, you have to do this one. Bavarian cream milk stout. I've never had anything like that, and I'm excited to see what it's like. Let's see how it smells. You know the little creamer things that you see that are like, they have the French vanilla, they have the Irish cream, they have the hazelnut, and they have all those. There's one that's called Italian sweet cream. This smells like that creamer for coffee. Oh my god, it's buttercream and vanilla, but in a creamy, creamy, creamy kind of way. Oh, I am so excited. Cheers, guys. I'll never go to a coffee shop again. I won't have to. If this had caffeine, I'd be done for. It literally tastes exactly like a drink you would get at a Dunkin' Donuts, at a Starbucks, at a Caribou. Sweet cream style, a cold brew coffee style drink. You get the coffee on the tail end, but all that sweetness is up front. It's not overpowering sweetness, it's not mouth-coating sugar, but you get that sharpness and dryness from the coffee, but you have all that sweetness up front, making it a very smooth journey throughout. Between this and the cinnamon French toast one, I got breakfast all settled.
That's another dark one.
Oh yeah, pitch black. It's perfect exactly as it is.
I hate to use the word perfect because that's,
Yeah,
you know, but
that's kind of not what our channel's about.
yeah, that's true. Whoops, I might have spilled
Oh
some.
my God, you drank all of
Well,
it.
there was a lot of good flavor that I had to chuck them all off in my head.
I want to talk to you a little bit about their beer menu. There's a lot of stuff on their beer menu, and they have them separated. They have the session beers, they have the Hophead Central for the IPA drinkers, they have the Dark and Strong, they have the Belgian Goodness, they have can option, they have new releases. Then on the back, they have their taproom pours, draft or bottle, and then they have to-go bottle options, which is their barrel-aged, their farmhouse, and their golden ales, their Solera method, their Brett Saisons, their Flemish and Flanders. They have so many different beers at any given time. Seeing as you've seen the space now, they have so much space to do all that brewing. Cheers to second round, guys. All right, boys and girls, it's time for Choose Challenge. This brewery has 35 beers available at any given time for you to try. Chu noticed that they had a German Pilsner and a Czech Pilsner. He's decided for Choose Challenge, can I tell the difference between a German Pilsner and a Czech Pilsner? The two, one is called Wunderpils, that's the German Pilsner, and the other one's called Check 1-2, which is what we say when we're checking our microphones before each filming. I have a German Pilsner and a Czech Pilsner here, and he wants to see if I can tell the difference. One thing I do want to point out though, this is the railing between the customer space and their brewing space, and it has spots for you to set your beers. I love that so much. I think it's adorable. I'm gonna dive in and see which one's which. By the way, the back of the glass says ignited by passion and rooted in tradition. And then they have their logo on the front. I love that. And let's see. Oh, there's almost citrus to this one. It smells more like a hazy IPA to me than a Pilsner, but I know it's supposed to be a Pilsner. There's a wooden quality, a woodiness, cracker quality as well. I'm gonna dive right in. That one has a bite. There is definitely a sharpness to the flavor. It's very clean, but there is hop to it for sure. And the carbonation is very, very sparkly on this one. It sizzles the tongue almost. All right, next one. Let's see how it smells. Oh, this smells way more laid back, way more chill. I get the malts on this one, which I did not get on the scent on the last one. There's a yeasty quality too, just gentle though. The nose is very light on this one. Diving in, much more malt forward, a lot more roasty toasty, but not brown or amber level. It's not quite to that level yet. There is still a spritzy quality to it and a bit of a bite, but not nearly as much as that one. Based on what I'm tasting on both, I'm going to say that this one is going to be Czech 1-2, the Czech Pilsner. I think that this one is the German Pilsner. I think this is Wunderpils. And now that Choose Challenge is concluded, I'm going to find out if I'm right. My final answer is Czech 1-2, Wunderpils.
The way I remember the alphabetical from me to you. So, Czech 1-2 comes first. German or Wunderpils comes second.
I won Choose Challenge, guys.
I thought I could get one, guys.
Yeah, he saw that there were two Pilsners. He's like, oh, she's never going to be able to tell the difference. I got it. I won Choose Challenge, everyone. Yay! And we have two great Pilsners to finish off now, because these are both delectable, absolutely delectable. I love to judge a brewery on their Pilsners. Honestly, a Pilsner is one of the hardest beers to brew because there's nothing you can hide behind when you make mistakes. They're so clean and light and gentle, you can't hide a mistake in a Pilsner. For this place to have two that are both excellent and spot on for what they're supposed to be, absolutely phenomenal. Gotta say, I am loving every inch of this brewery so far. And if you're ever in this area, you must check out this brewery because they're phenomenal. Thank you so much, guys. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. Stop flirting with the cameraman.
And we are here at Scorched Earth Brewing Company in...
Well, doesn't matter.
No, it does matter.
It doesn't.
Algonquin.
Yeah.
Yeah. H-I-C-K, I don't have to spell it, we're gonna have it on the screen. Hickster.
Can't think of the word.
He's on sip number 3 already. There's
So like the first
many.
sip, I get the first 2 flavors, and then my mind's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
So this has been second round with ImperfectlyMeCrafts. Sorry, I needed an exit that was the same as the beginning. That was really funny.